to Eagle and Rue. Now, moving on to a later period headgear. So I showed you my Italian run, so that's done. But the other thing that I wear by itself and with a hood is a later period. This is a recreation bonnet from a museum piece, and I have a whole documented piece on that, and I should probably do a YouTube video on it, but I haven't. And so I did all of the gold work and bead work and embroidery on this piece. It is lined in linen, and I love the way it works. So it goes on like that, okay? And then when you pull the ties, you don't tie it under your chin. You pull it back, and it ties in the back. And I'll show you here in a minute what it looks like. So that's what it looks like in the back. And I love it. So this is what I have been wearing as my foundation for my Tudor bonnet. Now, the bonnet can be worn by itself. I have seen some illumination images that look like the bonnet is by itself. So I got this bonnet pattern from the Tudor Tailor book. I copied it, measured it, made it, and it's black linen. And I wear this bonnet with several different Tudor outfits. This is called a frontlet. It's a piece all by itself. And as far as I can figure out from both the Tudor Tailor documentation and the images that I have seen online, this is pinned to your bonnet cuff, the edging of the cuff that you fold over. And you pin that to it so you can exchange the frontlets, but you can just have one bonnet. The bonnets, though, that I have, the research that I did, they were mostly seem to be black silk velvet. I don't have any black silk velvet, and it's really expensive. So I made mine out of linen, and it works fine. I'm not going to put the frontlet on, but I'm going to show you that the bonnet goes, I have my, there you go. The bonnet goes right over the top of the coif underneath really easily. And it pins, and if you look at my Facebook page or my Patreon account, and I'm gonna post some Instagram photos too, so people who follow Instagram can see. I wear this bonnet with all of my Tudor outfits, and this is how I secure it to my head. That's it. The frontlet goes on, so I'm not going to pin it, but I'm going to lay it here. So the frontlet is on, and that kind of covers that black edge. And then a veil pinned to the bonnet. There we go. Okay, that's a huge pin for that space. But you just pin it one or two places, and then your frontlet's already pinned to the bonnet, and you can do, again, anything all day long. This style I really like because there's that veil stays back there, and there's complete coverage. I'm not going to worry about anything getting sunburned or my veils getting in any kind of campfire cooking that I'm doing. It's comfortable. And as you can see, it just lays on top of that coif. Again, not restricting, doesn't give me a headache. It's not heavy, and it's not hot. It is a black bonnet, but if you wear, which I totally have, this white linen over the top, the white linen reflects the light and your head doesn't get hot. These are all period appropriate headgear pieces. Now, I did want to touch on that I have two styles of coif. So would help if I would unpin this, right? Okay, so I have two styles of coif. I have this style of coif, which is a rectangular, and I always store my embroidery flat inside white paper. So this one is this style, and it's got a fold over at the top. This has a curved front, and this is definitely Elizabethan. There are so many Elizabethan coifs out there, it's not even funny. This one has that frontal piece, and it also ties in the back, but you can see that it covers more the side of the face and comes down in the front. And there's a forehead frontlet bar that you can see in some pictures that covers the hair. Now, the reason you don't want to just wear a bonnet or wear a veil, your veils can be silk, they can be really nice fabrics, and your hair gets oily and greasy, and if you're in that time period, they brush their hair every day, combed it every day with a very fine tooth comb, and they didn't wash it all the time. There are a variety of different pomanders you can use that if you use the pomander and comb through it, it absorbs all of the grease and the guck and the whatever. And what we don't understand in the modern day, that we just don't know, a lot of people don't know, is that if you use those things, you're not going to get lice. You're not going to be dirty, and you're not going to smell, because you're doing it every single day, and you're wearing a coif or head protection over your hair every day. So it protects your hair from the dirt and grime and grease of everyday activities. So cleaning and being out in a soot-infested city, your hair would normally absorb all of those things. But if you're wearing a linen cap, your hair is protected from that. So it doesn't get as dirty as fast. So it's not we wear our hair uncovered. That is our modern sensibility. That's just what we do. But in history, your hair would always have been covered. So it was necessary to wear a cap, minimum. But pretty much everybody wore a cap and a scarf to protect the hair and to, yes, modesty, but also for cleanliness. It's just basic cleanliness. If you wash your linens every time you wear them, you wash your caps and you wash anything that has contact with your skin, you don't wash your outer garments as often. And some of the veils are very nice fabrics or nicely decorated, and so you want to wash the under things. So if you have a highly decorated cap, you might wear a linen, I had it in my hand a minute ago, a linen forehead scarf first. So you put the linen forehead scarf on, and that is pinned and secured. You can tie it, pin it, secure it, and then you wear your coif, your really decorative embroidered coif. So you're protecting the fragile things that you wouldn't wash all of the time.